All rise. Please be seated. All right. Good evening, everybody. We are in the fourth day of case number ZG416525518 in the child abuse and neglect penalty phase, State of Florida versus Sonia Heitman Clementine. Today is Monday, the 29th of January 2024. Tonight, we have 4 witnesses who are willing to testify. Detective Rebecca Jones, Sheriff Ryan Johnson, Deputy Clark McDonald, and Death Row Inmate Jason Estrada are planning to testify against the defendant. We will begin with Rebecca. May you please come to the podium? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Can you please state your name?
Rebecca Ann Jones.
Okay. Please be seated. Rebecca, since you're a part of the sheriff's office, I am going to ask you a few questions. First off, can you please state your date of birth and how old you currently are?
My birthday is on August 7, 1965, and I am currently 58 years old.
And what day did you join the sheriff's office?
I first joined the sheriff's office on November 13, 1994.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, you were one of the detectives, along with Deputy McDonald, who questioned the defendant for approximately 12 hours. Is that correct?
That is correct.
When it was just you and Sonia in the room, with Deputy McDonald on his lunch break, what exactly did the defendant say to you?
When I was questioning her about why she was being a child abuser to 24 students, her first response was, because they obviously won't stop effing crying like babies, and they are clearly jerks and dingbats. I also showed her the video of her throwing a huge outburst after 9 students danced to Anaconda by Nicki Minaj. She clearly started laughing. She told me that they deserve it because they were clearly acting up, and then she started going on a big cursing spree and swearing a lot, and then when I asked her why she put the students in the juvenile detention room for 24 hours, 72 hours, and 237 hours, she responded, "I put them in there because I don't want them causing trouble anywhere else in public. And they don't deserve to go home to their parents because they will cause even more trouble at home." Deputy McDonald has more of the details, and he will explain them once it's his turn. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Rebecca. We will now hear from our second witness, Sheriff Ryan Johnson, who plans to testify against the defendant. May you please come to the podium? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
Can you please state your name?
Ryan Johnson.
Okay. Please be seated. Ryan, can you please state your date of birth and how old you currently are?
My birthday is on June 20, 1980, and I am currently 43 years old.
And can you state the date when you first started working at the sheriff's office?
I became the sheriff of Go City County on August 12, 2004.
Okay. Please begin your testimony about what led to the arrest of the defendant.
Well, a lot of the parents of some of the victims started coming to the sheriff's office and asked us to think about pressing charges against the defendant. They had explained that she was making them abuse their children, she was forcing them to drink spicy milkshakes, take cold showers, and would not let them use the bathroom. And they also explained that they punched them in the face and spanked them in the butt just because they needed to use the bathroom. Also, the mother of Kendall Williams specifically said that the defendant was treating her daughter like crap because she was black. She then explained that she called her the N-word several times when spanking and punching her. She felt racially profiled. I also got complaints from Dominic Collada, saying that she broke 7 ribs in his chest, and Stephen Chaney, saying that she severely fractured his jaw. This led to an investigation, which ultimately led to our prosecutor arresting her at Go City Academy. This was one of the most worst cases I've seen as a sheriff. That is all.
Thank you, Ryan. We will now hear from our third witness, Deputy Clark McDonald, who plans to testify against the defendant. May you please come to the podium? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Can you please state your name?
Clark McDonald.
Okay. Please be seated. Clark, can you please state your date of birth and how old you currently are?
My birthday is on April 14, 1964, and I am currently 59 years old.
And when did you first join the sheriff's office?
I first joined the sheriff's office on June 15, 1987.
Okay. You may begin your testimony.
All right. So, when I was questioning the defendant for the next 6 hours, I explained to her why she was abusing her students 24/7. She always said she did it because they can't stop effing crying like babies, called them the N-word, and thought it would be hilarious to abuse 24 victims. I also showed the video of the students beating her up, and she had a big hissy fit and said that she did not deserve to be beaten up and that Mr. Oldwith did the right thing by saving her and putting the students on school arrest for the rest of their lives. I also asked her why she used the V-word and P-word in front of her students, and again, she said the same thing, because they won't stop effing crying like babies. Every question I asked her, she only said, because they won't stop effing crying like babies. And then when I asked her why she had her students starve to death, and she said, because I don't want them enjoying human food, and said she'll definitely throw a huge celebration when they all are dead. That is when we decided to take action and hit her with 24 abuse and 24 neglect counts because we knew she was a danger to society. I think I would like to end here.
Thank you, Clark. We will now hear from our final witness of the day, death row inmate Jason Estrada, who plans to testify against the defendant. May you please come to the podium? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Can you please state your name?
Jason Alexander Estrada.
Okay. Please be seated. Jason, can you please state your date of birth and how old you currently are?
My birthday is on August 10, 1999, and I am currently 24 years old.
Okay. You may begin your testimony.
Okay. So, I recently heard the news of Mrs. Clementine facing the death penalty for child abuse. When I saw the news, I was shocked. However, I felt really bad that Sonia was facing the death penalty. I really was. I don't want someone like her to get the death penalty. And she's going to be executed before me, and I'm going to feel very upset about it. I do not want you to give Sonia the death penalty. Rather, I would like you to sentence her to life in prison without parole, or life in prison with parole. I feel bad that she's even facing trial for this. I think you should at least give her another chance and spare her life because she clearly does not deserve to be put to death. That is all.
Thank you, Jason. All right. We've concluded the fourth day of the penalty phase. We will resume tomorrow, when LATCFLB and MLNO Wonders Wine PBS Kids Fan 2010, Rainbow Dash and Sonic FTW, Callboy 198, Wally Friends 3, Diego Garcia, and James Hardison, will testify against the defendant. Prosecutors, please bring her back to jail. Court is now dismissed.